Hi, I've just been fiddling around with a tone study should I say. I did one an hour ago of a coastal scene. It's good if you work in photographs or imagination or your own sketches to do a one colour tone study. You can get infinite contrast with just one colour. Burnt umber is a great one, or if you want to add, you can add Payne's grey, just to give you a bit of an extended range of tints. And I'm going to have a go at something like this. It's just an imagination or memory of Carshalton lavender fields near Oaks Park in our bit of Surrey, pleasant suburbia, on the edge of a lot of small holdings, but really on a wider scope, surrounded by quite nice housing. It's a very nice area anyway. So what I've done is just a memory. You've got some trees here framing the rather large fields sloping down here, and these trees disappearing into the background to give a bit of distance. But I'm going to enhance that, I think. I'm going to make a painting rather than what is actually there. So we'll call it Memory of Carshalton Lavender Fields. Hedgerow here, main road going up the side here. I haven't done this before, so I'm as green at it as you. Now I mixed up a couple of colours here, alizarin and ultramarine, to see if I could get a nice lavender colour, which I have. Now this whole area for centuries was a major lavender producing area before it got so built up, and there's still lavender fields apart from this one, but Mitcham, Wallington, Carshalton, that was the industry here, one of the industries, apart from a lot of mills on the River Wanderer, which I paint. So using my new palette supplied by the Emporium outlet, I bought two of these. They're about £8 plus post and package. I couldn't find them locally. I've searched, and firms don't want to supply them in ones and twos, but that company does. So if you're looking for a supply of these, the Emporium outlet on eBay. Great. The paper I'm using, as you know, is Fabriano, £130. Comes in 100 cheap blocks from Art Discount, Granthams, and is great for wet in wet. It's inexpensive. It comes about £30 for 100 sheets, 15 inches by 11. I don't get any money for advertising this. I haven't been on YouTube. On YouTube for long enough to generate any income. It's all quite new, but I'm pleased to share that with you, because if you're looking for economic way of buying material, that is it. Right, okay, my new palette with I'm so stingy with my paint that I chipped off the old paints from the old palette, which I've now put in the dustbin or for recycling. So here we are: lemon yellow, raw sienna, alizarin crimson, light red, ultramarine, burnt umber and Payne's grey. I've added burnt sienna because I like using it for trees and it makes a good sea colour as well. So I'm going to wet the paper all over. It's a lovely day today, and I'm painting under a north light facing the Velux window in my loft, and I've altered my painting setup here. I'm painting on a table easel rather than using my box, just to see how I get on. I was a bit cluttered with the box on this big table here and another small table, so we'll see how it all works out. Now I'm not going to paint the day's sky, because it's just another blue day with a little bit of light fluffy cloud going across. So a bit of sienna just to warm up the whole thing, and by doing this it gives some sort of unity to the painting. Don't have to cover the whole lot because you've already wet the paper. Now you do need a cloth to mop up extra water from the hake, 2-inch hake. Right, now that has started to spread, but I'm going to put in a nice cloud, well blue, nice blue, but a bit of cloud as well. So that sort of represents the day, so I'll just bring that in like that. Because there's going to be some shadow in this between the rows of lavender, so we'll just add that. That'll do. That will dry much lighter than I've got it there. I'm just going to re-clip this paper. It's spread out nicely, so re-clip it, give it a good stretch. The paper is very, very strong. Now the colours that I'm using, you don't have to use, you can use your own palette of course. But this palette, with the exception of the burnt sienna, goes back to the days of when Ron Ransom develops a technique of big brush watercolour with this 2-inch hake. They have slightly been modified over the years since I first started doing it. But I stopped painting 15 years ago, or stopped watercolour painting in favour of oil. But I've gone back to it now, and for the time being, once I've got a nice lot of videos on YouTube, I'll probably start to do some demonstrations using a knife with oils. Right, so while that is drying off a little bit, I'll go in with my background trees. So a bit of ultramarine, burnt sienna, and get in some distance. Just put these in, vanishing over the into infinity, and then slightly warmer as they come round.
And having the sort of inside knowledge that you've got, and it just
Remember, when you're doing wedges of foliage, leave some sky holes for the birds to fly through. It's a day in August. I think it's the 8th of August today. Bits of shadow in there. I put some trunks in there, but I'll have to carry this blue through. Now, bring in some Payne's grey there. Shadow in there. And I'll just put in some lighter blues in there. That comes over there. And when that dries a bit, I'll put in some, well, I can do some now, I'll put in some chunks. But I'll strengthen all this up, but I just want to establish some tones, see where we're going. That's probably a bit light now. So I'll just strengthen that up. And I can just put a bit of a dark hint on that along there. Ah, look, see, I've gone across with, I've hit the paper with the hay. You have to be careful with flicking out where the actual brush has gone. I'll just get that across there. Right, get some royal blue in there. Right. And put a bit of a stronger hedgerow in here because it comes down there. Just establishing the shape of the ground there. And that will become down there more. And I'll put in some trees, warmer. Some nice rich dark shadows in there using the Payne's Grey shortcut. Hate it really, but does a great job. Clean the brush. Right, now I'm going to put in the colours of this lavender, and then I'll put in the shadows for it. So we'll have it lightest blue, heavier here. I'll put in the shadows on this as well, but I just want to establish these shapes here. Nice and rich, dark, just on the top of here. I meant to stop there last week and get some photographs of this, but I didn't. So while I'm making it up from my passes through brain, very little detail on this. Pretty quick. Shadow colour now of the blue and red. Just touch underneath. I want to leave some light. Just don't be going too far over. I want that to be lighter there. So. Right, okay. Tell me what the colour of the ground is in there. I'll wait for that to dry before I do any more there. I'm just going to strengthen up the trees in the background now. Now nice and dark hedgerow. I'm going to nothing. Very, very loose. Now, a bit of dark here, just to anchor this corner here. Okay. I'll give that a bit of a dry. Right, burnt umber and ultramarine. If you want to see my palette, here it is. My nice new palette. So let's just put these in with the height, no rigour. Just go into the blue. As we go further away, you can put the blue in here. More blue. Get some in here. Just to make it a little bit interesting here. Right. Now that's dry there, I'm going to put a bit of a... I'll just clean my palette a little bit. I'm going to put a darker cloud in there. Use light red and ultra. That'll do, no more than that. We'll see what that looks like in a mount. Sign it. Might put some people in. Put a signature there. Well, let me go there. Go on there. So, I know this is all very slick, but it does the job. It's creating an impression. Watercolour has this fantastic ability to spread and to bleed and do funny things like that. But there we are. I'm going to put just a little bit more foliage on this, on that top of that there, or on top of that. That's better. Right, now what have we got? Let's put it in the mount. And that's all I'm going to do with that. As really just a very quick impression of a memory of a very, very nice bit of my local landscape. And there it is. So I reckon that looks, for a 15-minute sketch, I reckon that looks pretty good. But then I would say that, wouldn't I? I'm very critical usually of my work, but for a very quick impression, I think that's fine. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.